Take Heart is dedicated to raising awareness about organ donation. Every day, 18 people die waiting for a transplant. Each person that becomes a donor can save 10 people. Over 100,000 people are on the waiting list, and over 4,000 get added every month. When my father first got sick, he had gotten congestive heart failure and went into flash pulmonary edema. I can remember seeing the ambulance lights outside my window and coming downstairs and seeing my father. He ended up going into a coma for about 4 months. After about a year, we found out that he needed a heart transplant.
My father was on a list to get a lung transplant. He had pulmonary fibrosis. He was about 60 when he finally got put on the list.
We basically lived in the ICU for 2 years. My father's heart couldn't operate on its own anymore. And when I looked at all of these pamphlets and websites and anything I could find, the statistics on organ donation were just so horrifying.
He finally got a chance to go down to New York. They were going to give him some tests and they were going to find out if he was indeed a viable candidate. So the night that he went down, he ended up waking up in the middle of the night and couldn't breathe at all. He ended up in the hospital and passed away a few days later. He was supposed to start the tests the next day. Going into it, he was a candidate and he did have so much hope, but there were so many other people on the list and he ended up getting passed by. If there were more organ donors, there would be more lungs, more hearts, more things that people need so that they can continue living on their lives with their families. You know, I just feel for all those families that are just waiting. Don't lose hope for it. It was actually really, really neat when I discovered what Take Heart was all about. Alessandra's dad got the heart transplant and he lived, see, so it's a success story. And there can be so many more of those. Be an organ donor. It's so simple. You save people's lives.
Chase Bank is giving $5 million to the top 200 charities with the most votes on Facebook. Voting for Take Heart is just 3 clicks away. If we get enough support, we can win $20,000 and really help save some lives.